I am Paul Revere. We're back in here again with another read, guys. It's a tarot deck. I'm here to speak life into existence because, like I tell you guys, right? Without us taking time to speak life into existence, what part already fell out? Nothing will ever come of self. 2 cards already fell out. So I'm gonna shuffle. We're gonna pull 3 cards and speak about it. I would say one piece of advice I gotta tell everybody before I go into this read is like, don't look back to your exes. I never did that shit, but I know some people actually do it, and I feel like it's the worst thing you can do because like when you look back to somebody, it's kind of showing that you don't actually value yourself. It shows that, like, without them you're not shit, and it gives them all the power that they shouldn't have. Okay, guys, so 3 cards came out. The first card is the 4 of Cups. The next card is the 10 of Cups, and the last card is the Knight of Swords. Right, let's talk about it. So let's talk about the 4 of Cups first, right? The 4 of Cups has to deal with dissatisfaction on what is being offered. So if this day and age, right, if this time, you're feeling as though you wish things were different even though they're not, you have to make sure that you become the difference in which you wish it was. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to rely on somebody that's unreliable. You can't try to rely on somebody in general, but you just can't try to rely on somebody and pretend as though, like, they know more than me even though nothing has been proven. You can't. It's kind of random that I brought back the whole idea of looping back to exes because, like, this is kind of what this card would kind of relate to that in reality, Like, you go back somewhere and you believe that everything has changed. Mind you, this person doing the same bullshit, and now you're kind of here doing the same bullshit with them. So it's even more unfortunate because, like I said, life can have the choices, and that's the choice you chose to do. Okay. The next card is the 10 of Cups, dealing with happiness and attainment. So with this card being here, right, my bad, with this card being here, and then we're going to this card, it's just showing that you understand more of what your happiness does entail and what it takes for you to get to your happiness and your happy place, whatever you want to call it, right? And the whole idea of, finding that true happiness does take time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like having a safe space. For me, it's drawing, writing, and making videos, whichever way I can find an outlet. That's like how I feel about my happiness. So for everybody to be different, you realize that too. So the more and more you realize that, the easier it is for you to understand that, yes, life is changing for the better. You gotta stop thinking in your head life changed for the worse. If it changes for the worse, that means that what you have been doing over the course of time has not been the best. So it's always okay to pivot and maneuver somewhere else. But like I said, it comes down to exactly what are you trying to get out of life? What are you trying to accumulate? What are you trying to actually get done in life? The last card is the Knight of Swords as the rain falls down harder. The Knight of Swords has to deal with aggressively pursuing goals. See, this is why it's excellent. Because, like, but right here, we was confused. Now we're actually making, we're making riffs. We're here in the water, we're swimming, we keep going. And now we're understanding that our goals are attainable because we are pursuing them aggressively. So with this energy, it's just best to keep this around at all possible times because, like, there'll never be a perfect time for you to get more acclimated in the asset world or to get more acclimated with self. So just do this on a daily basis. Understand that, your 24 hours, how you spend 24 hours is truly how your life becomes dictated, is truly how your life is seen from you and everybody else. And you also got to realize that keeping your blinders on, moving towards your goals is actually a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. And the faster you realize that, the easier it is for you to understand that, with this time that I had, I made sure to put it towards learning more about self, to put it towards learning more about finances. I didn't put it towards an emotional connection, aka with somebody else. And now, they leave, so I'm like, now I'm kind of in shambles because I put all this work into them. So instead of doing that, you put the time in towards self, towards whatever job you have to get done. And it's beautiful because, like I tell you guys, the only thing constant is change. So the fact that now you realize change is happening for you in whichever capacity, it becomes easier. It's not as hard as you want it, as you make it out to be. And the first act of change is to just be in some kind of motion. I love y'all. With your whatever grow, with your cast will last. Tokenized real estate, Bitcoin mining is available in the bio. Also, Algorand ebook and the Algorand Bitcoin ebook is also available. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Stay strong.